Well, we're delighted to have Mike Whittemore, who's the head of food and butchery at Crosby Management Training, with us today. Very kindly to give us some of his time. They're a national training provider across the UK for the meat industry, and he's kindly agreed to give us a bit of his time. Mike, what's the current state of play with apprenticeships in the UK in the meat industry at the moment?
Right, hi Dave, good to see you again. Right, well I think it's good at the moment. I mean, your guys, obviously your customers will know better than I how sort of it's buoyant at the moment in time, and it's busy. So it's never been a better time to actually look for that succession, that sort of next stage of for what's good for them in the business. The other sort of positive at the moment is there's government grants out there, certainly for under 18s. Well, and for over 18s as well. It's in sort of stages, it's sort of tiered. But the positive out there at the minute is that you are looking to employ anybody. Now's never been a better time. There's a £4,000 government grant for under 18s. For over 19s, there's a £3,000 government grant. So
fantastic.
Good times.
That's a great incentive, isn't it? It's
Absolutely.
A great incentive. So how does it work?
Right, so basically it's an apprenticeship, clearly. It's an 18-month programme. During that 18 month, we will have, Crosby Management Training. I have 6 butchers on the road. We're a national training provider, so we actually visit the business. There's no day release as was back in the day. We come to them, basically visit the apprentices within their branches, stores, shops, etc. Every 4 to 6 weeks, we'll have an interaction with the apprentice, so it works in that context. So there is some theory within that program, but by and large, it's a practical skill, it's a trade. We actually teach the trade in. What I should say is the majority of that sort of period of time, they will learn on the job, and they will learn on the job from the people that own the business, the managers, their mentors. What we do is we underpin that through about 20% with regards to how we work with the businesses to make sure that the apprenticeship is being done in the right time and in the right way.
Fantastic. I mean, it's great. It's a great time to be encouraging youngsters, particularly back into the meat industry.
Absolutely.
As over many years, we've seen that as a difficult way to encourage people into that trade. And I suppose an offshot of the COVID situation we've had over the last 12 or so months, we've seen a resurgence in certainly in the retail butchery and high street retail butchery, so attracting more shoppers into that retail shopping experience. So there's never been a better time to attract a youngster into that apprenticeship scheme.
Absolutely. And now sort of we're in obviously March coming up to April, but post June 23rd is the date, is when the school leavers, the current flush of school leavers leave, and they've either got to be in further education or in apprenticeship. So either or, so it's never been a better time, as we said at the outset, to actually look at seeing what you can do, and to attract that young sort of next generation of meat professionals within the business, because we've got a lot to offer. The butchers within the country, we need more. We need another generation coming through, as I said. So never been a better time to actually sell our wares to the youngsters coming through.
Fantastic! It's great to hear the passion in your voice about it, Mike, as well. So that's really
Love
good.
The industry.
How do the guys watching make contact?
Right. Well, we have a website, www.crosbybutcherytraining.co.uk. Contactable through there. That you can contact me direct. My telephone number is 07973 702 418. If you want to speak to me on that. Absolutely be delighted to speak to people, talk through, no obligation, see where we go.
That's fantastic. Really appreciate your time today, Mike, and it's a wonderful way to try and encourage more boys and girls into the industry, who are obviously for the future, the next generation of people working in our industry. So really appreciate your time, Mike, and
Thank you,
we'll see you again, I'm sure.
Perfect.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for your time. Cheers. Thank you.